Hey guys, Tomboy601, and it wouldn't be the last week of a campaign without a new ship teaser trailer. And well, here we have it. Velos, the all-new Tier 8 Pan-European destroyer, the first Greek ship we have ever gotten in World of Warships Legends. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I think there's potential for this to be the campaign ship, or there's potential for something else to be occurring, and we will cover that at the end of this video. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the ship. Velos. The hull may look a wee bit familiar to you because it's a Fletcher hull. Velos was, I forget what the name of it was prior to it being transferred to the Greek Navy, but it was transferred to the Greek Navy 1959-1960, given the name Velos, and, well, it was a Fletcher-class destroyer. But there's a couple of slight tweaks you may notice on Velos compared to the Fletcher that you know and love, or at least that I know and love. One is going to be the number of turrets. We're going from 5 turrets down to 4. And the second would be torpedo racks, going from 2 torpedo racks down to 1. So kind of a reduction in force there, but does it make up for it in certain ways? Yes and no. So first off, over on PC, the stats and numbers I'm about to give are all referencing the PC stats. So, you know, they are all subject to change as to how the whims of the devs divinate them into the game. So these could be wrong. These could be right. We don't know. We will just have to wait and see. But the guns, the 4 American guns going down from 5, they have a higher rate of fire over on PC, 2.5 second reload on them, which is fairly respectable. Standard American ballistics on them, relatively short range, like 12 kilometers, which I think works, which is fine for this, just because of, you know, American floaty ballistics. You don't want to shoot at anything much past that, or else it's going to be relatively difficult to hit. So I think that's fine performance-wise for the guns. And with that rate of fire, I think it makes the ship fairly respectable. I think that puts it kind of in the base damage range of like a Lucian. And Lucian's fairly potent just because, well, Lucian has 2 2-barreled guns. This has 4 1-barreled guns, but I think they're both within that like 2.5 second base reload time. So DPM, barring the effectiveness of the HE, which I suspect will be right in that ballpark, should be fairly decent. We're going to pair that with the torpedoes. Torpedoes on it over on PC. You get the 1 rack, 10 kilometers, which is pretty decent. I'm forgetting what Fletchers are right now, but I think they're like 8. So fairly longer range on the torpedoes. Still maintaining American damage, so it's a bit of a hybridization between the Pan-European and the American characteristics in torpedoes, which is what I would hope for and what I would want. So 19,000-ish damage on the torpedoes, 60-second reload, which means you can throw them out constantly. Of course, you have 1 less rack, which, you know, there's trade-offs there, but pair that with like Stig Eriksson, and we already have the decent DPM. I think this has the potential, it has the bones to be a decent hybrid destroyer. That being said, usually hybrid destroyers have some sort of je ne sais quoi about their utility that makes them that much better. And sadly, at least on PC, the consumables do let it down a little bit. I would have kind of expected that with this being the Greek Velos, i.e. a 1959-1960 destroyer, we would have, I don't know, sonar, you know, some sort of hydroacoustic search, but that doesn't seem to be the case over on PC. Damage control party, okay, we know every ship's gonna have that. It does keep the American smokes, so good on ya. That's fine. Love me some American smokes. Then it has an engine boost, which you would expect because most of the American destroyers have an engine boost, other than some weird cases, I think. And then finally, the last consumable in there is going to be enhanced AA, and enhanced AA is a bit weird, I feel like, but like it kind of makes me feel like this is a tier 8 Charles F. Hughes, because the base AA damage isn't that great. I think it's fine. And that's kind of how Charles F. uses, where its base AA damage is mediocre to okay, and then what we get out of it is a fine number, or is okay to decent when you use that enhanced AA. So, like, I know we want enhanced AA right now because of the carriers, so it makes sense to bring in a ship that on, like, the very subsurface level is like that, but I don't think you're going to be shooting down many planes with this, but it's a nice to have. I'd rather have something in a fourth slot than nothing in a fourth slot as far as utility goes, though I would have also preferred sonar, because right now at the tier, I think Lucian is pound for pound one of the best destroyers. I just got through basically my last tiers of Venezia, and to do that, you need to play Adriatico, and I've been playing Adriatico in like every game coming up against Lucians, and they are such an easy ship to do well in. I feel like, just because you have that smoke sonar combo that is just incredibly potent. So to like have this ship be the follow-up ship to Lucian, it needs to be a little special, and I don't think it's going to be 100% there, so I think people are going to be let down. But hey, I love me a Fletcher, so give me more Fletchers and I'm happy as a clam. So hooray. Cool. That's the ship. Now let's get into this camo, because it's a bit wild and crazy. Now, over on WoW's PC, this was an event ship. It was a random bundle ship, and the containers, the camo came in those random bundles, so you could potentially win it and not win the ship, I think, which is kind of crazy. But hey, that was the way things were. It's a random bundle ship over on PC. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's a campaign ship, but there's something else I want to point out, which makes me think this may be some sort of event ship. So if we look right now, with all the lightning, you may notice that we're getting the visages of gods within the sky. So first, over here, we get Zeus, and kind of take note of what Zeus looks like right here. And then we come to this next shot, and we get Poseidon right here, kind of teased right there. And then we get Athena right here, and then we get a more concrete view of them right here. And to me, those look like guises, folks. Which I'm not for guises. I don't think they're really great. They're not a huge value. But to me, like, we have Athena with, I'm forgetting what this is, but then we have Zeus with his scepter with an eagle on it. His animal is the eagle. We have Poseidon, and it's all the same art. And then that art is also transferred, for at least Zeus, to this back page. And don't tell me that doesn't look like a guise. That looks like a guise. So, at first I was like, I wonder how they're going to sell this camo, but I'm sure my feeling now is that they're going to wrap it in a event skin. I don't know if we're going to have a ton of like event based things in order to earn a free currency, in order to earn either the guises or the camo, or what it's going to be, or if it's going to be available in the shop for gold, or what the plan is. But to me, this won't be free, and they've also created 3 guises on top of the stuff we already know about with that other new collab, Blue Archive. So that is my guess as to where this all is going. The one other thing I want to point out about the trailer, I've been seeing a lot of people talk through the storms about on this, and wondering if it's pointed towards typhoons. Personally, to me, I don't think so. These look very much like sort of After Effects, like, I'm not gonna call them random bundles. After Effects, what are they called? Asset bundle lightning. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It feels kind of edited, and we can see Robin, bless his heart, did already go through, and like, we're seeing it fail a little bit here. But if we pixel peep, god damn it. Let me go back. if we pixel peep on those ropes, look how they're not consistent. And I think Robin did his best, but rotoscoping these lines is just rough. And when we get the flashes, you see how we're getting kind of inconsistent density on the ropes right there. That tells me it's probably an After Effects with it rotoscoped, not being naturally computed by the game itself. But that's me just pixel peeping on a Tommy tries to be a VFX nerd. Who knows if he's even right? So yeah, I think the lightning is just for typhoons, or not for typhoons. I think the lightning is just for the trailer. Other thing, or at least typhoons and hurricanes are the same thing, just on different sides, or is that monsoons? Is it monsoons or typhoons that are the same as hurricanes? Either way, in my experience, hurricanes, no lightning. So that would just be factually inaccurate. But hey, that's just a Florida man who's been through a couple of hurricanes. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for this teaser trailer, which I feel like is a lot. I will tease once again, tomorrow I have a very, very exciting video coming out. I am super pumped for a game that I am previewing tomorrow. It'll be up at noon, and you guys, please come in, watch it, click it. It'd mean a ton to me if we can get that next video into the algorithm. But guys, if you like videos like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.